And then, well, let's see what Torts thinks of it all.
This little breakout with the win streak, how happy or proud of you or of this group to kind of get that through?
Yeah, I am proud of them. The way we looked at these 8 games here prior to Christmas and tried to put it in a little bit of a bubble, try to get some points in the bank, and we end up getting 8 of them. Kind of lost ourselves in the third period here tonight, but I thought we checked very well in the last 3 minutes or so, 3 or 4 minutes, and found a way to win it.
I know in stretches like that, when you maybe do run out of a little gas, you need your goalie to be big. Bob was
big,
fantastic in the third.
Yeah, he played really well for us in the third period.
John, it's such a contrast to last night's third period. Did you feel your guys on the blue line in particular were almost relishing the opportunity to protect that 1-goal lead?
That way?
Yeah, I mean,
No.
obviously they want a cushion, but
Yeah.
they took it upon themselves to say, okay, let's go.
Yeah, you could tell at the beginning of the third period that we just stopped skating and thought that Montreal was just going to roll over and just finish the game and go home. They're one of the top teams in the league for a reason. They check very well. They're fast, and you could see them mounting on us. But I thought after they scored the goal, we found ourselves and started playing better. Our back end played hard. It's been a little bit of we've played a number of games here in a few nights, and I think there may have been a little bit of an emotional letdown after last night's emotional game. But you find ways to win these games, where I think maybe last year we might lose these games. So we're still trying to take steps in the right direction.
Coach, what's the key to really grinding out a win like this when maybe you're not getting the shots that you like as opposed to last night?
Is playing good defensively and strong goalkeeping, and I just thought we watched a little bit, and once they scored their goal and we knew we were in win a game, we started playing better away from the puck. Still weren't great, but to secure these types of games when your team's not dead on, and it happens every night in the National Hockey, it's your goaltender. It's the most important position in hockey, and we have probably one of the best goalies in the league here, so it's helped us quite a bit here through this little streak.
Coach, some of the players said December's been a blur just because the momentum is just carried from game to game to game. Do you feel like, though, this is a good time for a little bit of a break? I know it's not much.
Yeah. We asked them before the game, just give us one more night of work, and we're sick of one another, and it happens. It's human nature. It's the meetings and the pushing and the prodding, and so it's a good break. But you know what? They should feel really proud of themselves where they're at right now. It doesn't mean hell of a lot as far as what it is ahead of us, but to have 50 points come Christmas break, they should feel really good about themselves. They're a good hockey team. They're going to have to be better because the league's going to get better. We're not going to come under the radar. So I hope they get some good rest, and then we got to get at it again.
John, just to expand on that, do you want them to leave the game and everything behind and just not focus on this?
Yeah, I think it's part of what we're trying to do during this the first 30+ games here, is trying to get them out of the building as best we can. And a lot of people think it's physical. It's not the physical, it's the mental part. It's just to put that uniform on all the time, practice and the meetings, and we're trying to keep them as fresh as possible. This is a time that they need to spend with their families, girlfriends, whatever it may be, and just forget about hockey. When we get back at it again, there's going to be plenty coming at them. So it's a good break for them mentally.
That's an interesting point. Do you feel that you will have a target almost when you come back from this break? You talked about being under the radar. Do you feel like those days are over and there might be a target on this team now?
Well, I think we've played well enough, long enough here that that teams aren't are going to take us lightly. They're not going to take us lightly. I still think we're in the process of just trying to gain respect in the league. That was our whole being starting camp, is trying to gain some respect in this league, and it's hard to do that in this league. You don't do it in 30+ games. You got to keep on playing. So it's going to be a lot more difficult when we come back here because teams are going to be looking at us. Okay, have a nice Christmas, guys.